So work has restarted this week on the Jeddah Tower, which at more than 1,000 meters is set to surpass the 828-meter Burj Khalifa in neighboring Dubai as the world's tallest building when completed in 2028. The restarting of the tower was called a comeback attempt by the Financial Times for Prince Alwaleed bin Talal, who is reviving the project to build the world's tallest tower as developers in the kingdom embark on a flurry of glitzy real estate projects.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Jeddah when this announcement was made. It's cool because that is already kind of part of the identity of Jeddah, because the building is not all the way there, but it has been started, and I don't know how many floors it is, but you can see it when you're like kind of driving around Jeddah. It's kind of on the water. It's super cool. My favorite part about this story is Prince Alwaleed tweeted or posted on X, I should say, quote, "We're back." And he did so sort of with his classic style of his aviator sunglasses. And, it is a bit of first of all, I'm very excited to see this go forward. I'm a huge fan of like completely over the top. And especially I am. I love the like, this is the tallest building in the world, or like things like that, because I think that they become sights to be seen. I think what Dubai did with the Burj is like awesome, because it's like, well, have you seen it yet? Because it is just so tall. And Dubai is already a city of skyscrapers. This will stand out even more because Jeddah is not a city of skyscrapers. And I don't know. I mean, it's just like, also they've already started it. It's like, I don't know, halfway done. I don't know like what percentage completion it is, but I think the views from this will be insane. I've always been a fan of this project because it just seems like it's cool, and then, so it kind of, you mentioned it in the read-in, Hannah, but there is a building boom in Saudi Arabia as well. And there's a lot going on literally right now. Hyatt said it would partner on 2 luxury hotels at Neom, and Marriott International revealed plans to open a Ritz-Carlton resort on the Red Sea coast next year, which is already being built, and where we should, I don't know, like film or, do a live podcast so that we can hang out at the Ritz-Carlton. I bet that is actually amazing. It just kind of is like, and of course you have the rumor of the North Pole coming to Riyadh. I don't know if that will be taller than this building, but I could see that being a reality for sure if it is greenlit and goes ahead. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm glad they're finishing it, I guess is what I'm saying. But I think it will be pretty cool when it's done.
So I was recently on a tour on the Thames here in London. It was a boat tour that was gifted to my son, and we finally went on it. Anyway, as we were passing by the Shard, which is the tallest building here in London, the guy was like, "Look at our tallest building. If you actually want to imagine how much taller other buildings could be, just stack 2 buildings on top of that and you'd have the 2 shards on top of that and you would have the Burj Khalifa." I was like, oh my God, 2 more of them. I've been to the Burj Khalifa. I've been on top of the Burj. I just still can't even fathom how big it is, right? Like when you're not next to it, your brain kind of forgets almost. But yeah, definitely something that is, a sight to see and people talk about a lot, right? So what the tower in Jeddah is definitely going to be a rival in the region. Again, if you're in Dubai, you might as well then go to Jeddah and then go to Alwaleed and then go up to Neom and then visit Riyadh. And it's one of those things. It'll bring people in for sure.
It will. And of course, there is some excitement, perhaps you could say, that when you're looking at the Burj, it's the second tallest building in the world, and it's the second tallest in the region, of course, when this gets finished. And if other projects go forward as well, it does attract tourism. I mean, the Twin Towers did in New York, and now the new tower that has replaced that does. And I drove by it last week, I think it was, and it was imposing and beautiful. I don't know. I just love things like this, and it's very like juvenile of me. But
I'm more of this stargazing. Like that's what gets me going. Instead, I'd rather go stargaze and get it. I'm excited by that. The tallest buildings.
But
exciting.
Good
for
news,
some
you
people.
can do both because Al is not that far from Jeddah, so you can fly into Jeddah.
That's very true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah. So congrats to them.